Stream. Minute late, but technical issues. There we go. Up. Totally need to change the stream background at some point soon. Looks good. Sound good? Sounds good. Hello, people of the internet. It is I, Soulrack Dragon, here back with more Fate Grand Order. Today, as the stream title says, we're going to be gathering the remainder of the Doggo Warriors. So, nothing new as far as news goes. We are at 406,000 points only. I do know that 500,000 is needed to fully complete the event. However, there is the chance that we can get the remainder in the quest that will be unlocked. Let me just really quickly show. Actually, do I have any expeditions? I have them all. So we have some doggos we can claim from their expeditions, which will give us a small, very small point boost, but a point boost all the same. Really do like the Mountains expedition. The free 8 5-star embers is so nice. I mean, sure, it's not free, but, you know, it's something. It's less effort to get them from that than otherwise. Alright, and event items-wise, still lack the 200 to get the last Heartbreaker. But we are slowly and steadily making our way through. We've been doing the Omni node lately. So, yeah. I think without further ado, let's move on to the 4th arrow, Danger, in Demon City. Forming a party immediately before the battle begins. Alright, so let's see what we are going to be dealing with. The Lake of Kozuke, en route to the island center. Hey, Master, your head's still attached to your neck? Lobo's being very careful. I'm still surprised you volunteered to have Lord Lobo carry you by the scruff of your neck so Bakin and the pups could ride on his back. Looks very dangerous, Senpai. Are you sure you'll be okay? I'm being carried by the scruff of my neck and a giant wolf. I don't think so. Don't worry, I'll make sure to catch him if he falls. Okay, thank you, Hussein. I'm relieved to hear that. Please keep an eye on him, along with Lobo. Indeed, I'm truly in your debt, what with the dog warrior still being unable to enter their spirit form. I must thank you too, Lord Hussein, for letting us take your usual spot. I think Lobo's more than fine with letting doggos ride on his back. Forgive me for speaking to you while still in my spirit form, Master. As good as it is that we managed to warp to this island without being separated like last time, I'm sorry you've been forced to take such dramatic measures in the names of expediency. That's fine. Speed is of the essence. According to our radar, reads Soskanko, the signal on the island seems to be coming from its center. Still with us too, Izo? No, I'm sleeping. Man, yeah, I can't believe Izo's asleep right now. For shame, Izo, for shame. You know, I'm aware of just how urgent the situation is, but I am still enjoying the southern wind on my face. And just look around at this breathtaking mountain river scenery. Lord Lobo, I'm painfully aware that you are a wolf, not a dog. But as I've never ridden on either, I must say this is quite the experience. This must be how Fusehime felt while riding atop Yatusafu. I don't know. You mean Fusehime, the daughter of the castle lord from the Satomi clan, and her faithful spirit dog, Yatsufusu. I remember they're two of the most important characters in the Eight Dog Chronicles. They're really the ones who set the whole story in motion. Hey, Sulphonic, welcome to the stream. How be things? Did I know that Skippy is the official peanut butter of US Gymnastics? I was unaware that US Gymnastics had an official peanut butter, so I was unaware of that. Very random fact, and I couldn't honestly tell you what Skippy peanut butter looks like. I don't really eat peanut butter. My best friend growing up was deathly allergic to it, and considering he came over to our house a lot just to hang out, we haven't really had peanut butter, so I never really acquired too much of a taste for it. The only peanut butter I really care for is in Reese's Cups. I must say, Lady Mash, it does this author's heart good to meet such an avid reader as yourself. I know our journey through these southern islands is beset on all sides by innumerable dangers. The chance to experience an adventure like this is in some ways a dream come true. Most peanut butter does look brown, Sylphonic. Most peanut butter does look brown. I meant Skippy brand. Might not be the best time. Love to hear the story. Sure, why not? Ah, right. Omicha never did get around to telling us, did she? I would be curious to hear it as well. I believe you also said it has something to do with Tametomo's exile. I'd like to hear it too, especially if it'll help us understand what makes Minamoto no Tametomo tick. What, did you think an author would be embarrassed to recite one of their own works? Take it from me, that's never been a problem. I could go on about my stories all day if given a chance. That being said, a little concerned about that floating mollusk over there. What, you're worried about crowding into Toto-sama's territory? Alright, I get that. But painters are all about showing. We know telling's Ratier's territory. Even Toto-sama ain't so crude as to forget that, I think. I see. You know, Tetsuso, both you and I are awfully fortunate to have such wonderful daughters. Very well then, without further ado. Alright, here we go. Shinsetsu Yumi Harizuki is a fantasy story about Shinsei Hachiro, aka Minamoto no Tametomo. Everything that happens up through his defeat during the Hogan Rebellion and his exile to the Izu Islands aligns with what happened historically. From there, though, the story takes our protagonist along a very different path. Having killed his own child, everyone expected Tametomo to meet a miserable end by taking his own life. Instead, he fled to the province of Higo, what we know today as Kumamoto in Kyushu, essentially a return to his old stomping grounds. From there, he gathered allies, built up his strength, and eventually raised an army, all so he could defeat his arch-enemy, Taira no Kiyomori. But then, the two ships carrying Tametomo and his army ran into a fearsome storm, which brought them to the distant south. Though his ships were smashed to smithereens, Tametomo eventually washed up on the islands of Ryukyu. Wait, he drifted from Hio to Ryukyu? No way, that's way too far. That's how I wrote it, so that's how it happened. Besides, Tametomo's a legend originally came from the Kien period's Chuzen Saikan, which, let me remind you, is all about Ryukyu's history. But I digress. Tametomo found that Ryukyu was in the grapes of a wicked, greedy sage who wielded evil arts and commanded a foul, monstrous beast. The beast had long since eaten Ryukyu's true king, but his only child, Princess Neiwanyo, still lived, though she was hiding in the kingdom's countryside. Upon his unplanned arrival, Tametomo and Neiwanyo, met and quickly became friends. The king's only daughter... No, it's unlikely she was anything like Sith. A human princess would most certainly be far more chaste and dignified. You'd be surprised, Bargist. You'd be surprised. But, yeah, gotta love how she called out Sith. Jeez. I take it Tametomo then set out to save the kingdom to help his new princess friend. Very astute. Furthermore, Neiwanyo actually had a secret. Within her dwelled the soul of Tametomo's first wife. Baobon flashbacks are so real. True. We really do need more Baobon development. She really kind of got the short end of the stick there. She didn't actually go crazy outside of throwing herself off and feeding herself to Sir Nunus to awaken him. We didn't see that breaking point. She kind of got the shit hand. Yeah. See, from what I understand, Third Ascension Baobon is supposed to be what that was supposed to be, but we never got to see that in story. We got to see all the other ones, but, you know, I do think we need to see more of Baobon's story. I like her summer version. I have seen the artwork of her summer version, and I quite like it a lot. I like that she's become happy, you know? Alright, now back to this. Shiranui Hime, I don't know, who had thrown herself into the sea to pacify the raging storm that destroyed his ships. Incidentally, by the story's end, Tamaitomo, along with Sutemaru, the son he had with Shiranu Hime, would go on to save the new land from its crisis, thereby erecting a new Ryukyu kingdom. Of course he did. Any strong knight, warrior, would do the same. You do realize you just spoiled your own story, right? And here's the fun fact. I was the one who designed the big bad beastie. Gave it a Nox's body, tiger's head, so it would be all kinds of weird and scary as hell. Of course, it was originally supposed to be a boar with muscles of iron that ate thorns by the bushel and couldn't be touched by either blade or flame. I swear, Tetsuzo. Almost. It did sound like an isekai, actually. Good gracious, I didn't realize it until this dialogue prompt, but it did sound like an isekai. Washed ashore in a random kingdom, meets the princess, who has been exiled from the kingdom by an usurper, teams up with the princess to defeat the usurper and establishes the new kingdom. Oh, can't forget that the princess contains the soul of the love of the protagonist's life. Good lord, that is stereotypical isekai. Have isekais always been around? Has there always been the concept of isekai? You're right, senpai. There is a certain romance that's been adapted in many modern-day fantasy stories. Katsushika Hokusai drew all the illustrations for that book. In contrast, the Eight Dog Chronicles featured not only Hokusai, but many other notable ukiyo artists, including Yanagawa Shigenobu and Kaisai Aizen as well. Yeah. Third Ascension still has the arm, so it's not quite the end. True, but the way her demeanor is very much it's very much a suffering, pained demeanor. It's why Baobon is another servant that I'm never going to force to be in Third Ascension. Because I do not want Baobon to feel pain. None of these are relevant to me, so let's just go with Eight Dog Chronicles. Because it's the name of the event. It's true, senpai. Not many people in today's world know about it. But that wasn't the case in the Edo period. Back then, Shinsetsu Yumi Harizuki was a hugely popular book that made Kyokutai Bakin famous. It wasn't until after the Meiji period that Nansao Satomi Eight Dog Chronicles became so influential. I think Toto-sama's saying hell yeah it was, but don't worry about him. I'm sorry, I should have known better than to discuss popularity in front of the book's creators. For what it's worth, the Eight Dog Chronicles were also very popular from the Edo period onward. I know they were even regularly performed as kabuki and joruri, whatever that is, plays which were both popular and critical successes. It's quite alright. Don't worry about it. I mean, I will still worry about it myself, but I also know that popularity waxing and waning is just the way of the world. Besides, I received a great deal of inspiration for both Shinsetsu and the Eight Dog Chronicles from various Chinese novels. I can claim precious few of the works attributed to me have been entirely of my own creation. But as long as my readers felt the heart and soul I put into the ideas I brought into my work, then perhaps inspired them to create their own work. Then I feel as though I accomplished everything I could have hoped for. Now I think Toto-sama's muttering, now that's what I call full of yourself, but again, don't worry about him. Yeah, again, the reason I don't care for Baobon's Third Ascension is just because she suffers. Like, I'm pretty sure she screams in pain in some of her Ascension lines, which is just, like, kind of sad. Didn't he agree to keep quiet? He can't help it. He feels like he's about to spurt ink any moment. We're almost to our destination. Thanks, Lobo, for carrying us all the way. Lobo just dropped senpai. Lobo, that was mean. I hope you didn't trample me. Monsters. Oh, looks like this island settlement is a proper town. Check out all those inhumane creatures walking around like they own the place. Well, maybe they do. There's gotta be at least 10 times more of them than there was on the last island. These ones all look hazy, though, like ghosts or something. It's like they're putting on some kind of shadow puppet show, pretending to be regular townspeople or something. Yeah, you keep your head down or they'll see us. They don't look all that strong, but we don't want so many ganging up on us. And by us, you mean Master, right? Man, Lord Iezo, if nothing else, you really do take your work seriously, don't you? I had you all wrong. Where'd that come from? Knock it off. By the way, I get Raving Lobo and Bargus tied in their spirit form since they're both so damn big. But how are the rest of us supposed to be subtle when we're carrying these dogs around? What choice do we have? We have to find the other dogs if I'm to have any hope of regaining all my servant abilities. Damn it, keep your voice down, Gramps. Take a page from Hussein and learn how to sign or something. Oops, you're right. Sorry about that. That is... Is that a dog paw? Good gracious, Her iris turned into a little dog paw. You can barely see it, but it's there. I was going to make a comment about how that expression just is kind of a little too silly for an old man inhabiting the body of a young girl who he considers his daughter, but that's just fate things. Man, I didn't think the demonic energy in this town would be so thick it'd even prevent the dogs from smelling anything. Mash, how's the analysis? I have the results here, and I'm afraid they're not good. The signal seems to be coming from all over the town. I can't narrow it down any further. It could be right next to you, or it could be all the way on the other side. Don't worry about that. Just knowing it's here is a big help. We can take it from here. Empty row of houses to figure out our next move. Sounds like a plan. Sounds fairly logical. I also love how they couldn't make a being carried sprite for the one dog, and he's just completely laid out flat. This is much better. Hey, all of you, get a load of this. Found another proclamation on the streets outside. Looks pretty new, too. They ain't even dry yet. There's still a bunch of words I can't make out, but I recognize the characters G, Chu, Ko, and Tai. The dog warrior beads. Yep, so the rest of the flyers probably describe what they look like. Guess this means they're wanted dogs. Already, but hardly any time has passed since we found them. I can hardly imagine there being any efficient way to send information between islands separated by a sea of space-time itself. The enemy must be using the beads' power for themselves. The dog warriors all share a bond through the beads. That bond must be what alerted the enemy to the fact that 4 beads had gone missing. Really? Is that how it works? Toto-sama here ain't familiar, so it's hard for me to wrap my head around. Senpai, you've been going a pretty long time. This might be a good time for a food and water break. Good idea. Oh no, the doggo wants my food. Oh no, you don't. Master's health takes top priority right now. You'll just have to be patient. Oh, you look so sad. Now I wish I'd brought some food for the puppies too. If this were Fairy Britain, I could make them a small feast just by converting magical energy into ingredients, but... What's up, Lord Hussein? Sunset? Oh, you mean night? After night? Search? Oh, I gotcha. You're saying we should go back to searching once it's dark. Makes sense. If these nasties are up during the day, maybe they'll all go to sleep at night. It's a good idea, but I don't think we have that kind of time. Alright, sorry, Lady Mash. Hey, old man Bakin, I got a question for you. Enough with the old man stuff, Iezo. Now what's this all about? I already told you I got a question, and you're gonna answer it. Thinking's never been my strong suit, so whatever answer I come up with would be the wrong one. So it'd be a lot faster to just ask you. You spent more time thinking about Tametomo than anyone else in Edo, right? So was he really such a small-minded hero? Small-minded? What do you mean? Come on, I pressed the button. You said these islands are the 8 views from the Nanso, right? Looks like Tametomo's ruling this land like a king. But the only things living here are these hazy, inhumane creatures. All they're doing is going around pretending to live like people in the Edo used to. It's a sham. And there's not a human to be found anywhere. No hardworking farmers or merchants, no kids running around, no old folks taking it easy. Would Tametomo really be satisfied ruling over a flimsy little illusion like this? What, did I say something to offend you again? These islands might be small, but they're his, right? Isn't he supposed to be a patriot who'd do anything for his country's future? Is the Tametomo I'm on my way to cut down not a great man with great ambitions? Just to interject real quick, Tametomo never does become king in Ryukyu and Shinsetsu Yumi Harizuki. His son, Sutemaru, does. No, his son, huh? So then neither the Tametomo of history nor Tametomo of stories ever became a king. I'm surprised he clearly had great ambitions, even as a young man. I suppose this means he dedicated himself to being a warrior right up to the end. Besides, even if he had 7 holy grails, creating true humans would remain well beyond him. Feel like something's not right then, Izo. Pretty much, though it's just a hunch. I've only tackled a few reasons on after the fact, just like Dustcloth's tail looks like it's been tacked on. Tametomo. Tametomo made a name for himself as one of the greatest warriors of his generation, and one of the greatest Japan has ever known. I'm proud that my story, along with Tetsuso's illustrations, helped contribute to his reputation. I believe Minamoto no Tametomo, the heroic spirit, went to his final resting place, encouraged by knowledge that he'd be remembered. But nothing, no matter how beautiful, lasts forever. Times change, meanings become partings, living inevitably pass on. Minamoto no Tametomo should have never taken his own life after being banished to Izu Oshima, let alone his son's. He should have kept living. I believe that this is Minamoto no Tametomo's true regret. See, does this mean you think Tametomo wants another shot in life in the modern world? Incarnation, I think it's called. But don't they say a true warrior finds meaning in life through death? You don't know what you're talking about. Wakata Izo, how old were you when you died? Heh, just like an old man to ask a stupid question like that. Fine, I was 28 if you must know. And I wish I could have lived a lot longer. Not that I had any right to do that, given all the people I killed in the name of divine punishment. I see. So you were 10 years younger than my Sohaku. No, I'm sorry. I shouldn't have asked something so personal. I guess the Bakumatsu period really was a tumultuous time. Forgive me, I wrote you off as just another Ronin. Trust me, there wasn't much difference between a Ronin and a Tosa country samurai. Or do you want to call me, it doesn't change the fact that I was a manslayer. As long as I brought back heads of enemies of our Kinotu or Kinao party, my friends and comrades were happy. That was all I needed. I see. All the dog warriors just curled up on the floor near Bakin's feet. Looks like they're trying to console him. Looks like becoming the servants mellowed you out too, Bakin. Never could have imagined you apologizing to Toto-sama before, seeing as how you always used to fight. Good gracious, how long is this arrow? Had you been going for like 20 minutes? Saying Lobo, are you back from reconnaissance? Something's wrong outside. But one of the other dog warriors is about to be crucified. That's kind of messed up. Ray. That's Daikaku. All of you, stay put. I know it's hard, but we can't be rash here. According to what Hussein Lobo learned during his reconnaissance, Tametomo doesn't seem to be anywhere on this island, not either. He's got to be doing this on purpose. Maybe he's trying to lure us out or something. If he is, though, it's weird. The dog warriors ain't ordinary dogs, and these 8 virtue beads are precious treasures to the enemy, too, right? What would they have to gain from putting one of each on display like this? I think crucifixion was before Nero's time, I want to say. It's gotta be torture. That's why they went out of their way to change the bead into its dog form. They were probably gonna keep making it suffer until we showed up. Am I wrong? Let's see here. Nero. Oh, no. I guess, yeah, Nero was fairly early on. Born in 8054, became emperor in 8054, and ruled for 14 years. Oh wait, yeah, makes sense. Never mind, I'm dumb. I forgot some lore bits, like how Nero is a beast candidate because of how in the Book of Revelations Nero comes back as part of the Beast of Revelations. That's my bad. I forgot about that. Nero is referenced as the Beast of Revelations, which is why Fate Nero is a beast candidate. Because I'm pretty sure even her caster form has some kind of skill that alludes to the beast candidacy. What a heart-wrenching howl. That poor puppy, doing its best to endure so it won't put its friends in danger. And I can do nothing to help. The shame is unbearable. Big as you are, I guess all dogs look like pups. Senpai. We can make a break for it after we rescue Daikaku. No, we can't. Remember, they're waiting for us to show up so they can nab the other dog warriors. Besides, there's too many of them. We'd be surrounded in no time, and we're on their turf, too. Come on, we've got some strong-ass servants here. We can take them. What is this? Senpai, I'm picking up a strong signal from a place where Awa used to be. The sharpness, it's the 6th dog warrior, and it's headed right for you. Must be one of the islands that disappeared. But so what? These dogs aren't fighters, no matter how many of them you get together. If anything, this might be what the enemy is after, to round up all of it in one fell swoop. Hey, Kurazao. Tutsu? What'd you just say? I'm saying you gotta step up and do something about this. Dog warriors, cat samurai, it don't matter. These are your precious animals, right? You don't think I don't know that? Doggo! Come on, it's so derpy looking! That's Genpachi, the dog warrior with the shin beat of faith. Bow. Wow. Oh, this event. The dog warriors. Okay, I think I can manage with this many in one spot. Master of Chaldea, would you lend me your strength? There's something I wish to try. Sure thing. Hold it, not so fast. Since I was the one who fanned the flames, it's only right that I draw the heat now. So it's down to this again, huh? I swear, no progress at all. Dog glowing power! Gi, justice. Rai, courtesy. Chu, wisdom. Shin, faith. Cow, piety. Te, respect. With 6 heavenly spiritual lights, there is nothing and no one I fear. This is a cool little animation segment. Lamenting and praying to the heavens and earth, I look back once again to see where the path of creation shall lead. Now we summon the eternal dragon, Shenron, grant our wish. Nope, this isn't Shenron. And we're still short one, so close enough. Whoa, that dog is beautiful. The dog warriors all combine into one enormous dog. Is that Yatsufusa, the spirit dog from the 8 Dog Chronicles? Not quite. Well, unfortunately, we don't have all 8 virtues, so it's Rokufusa, not Yatsufusa. It's in 6 and 8. So by the enemy doesn't know what to make of them. Break through and get out. Come, Rokufusa. Let's show these creatures a thing or two together. Okay. Long little segment, but interesting. We will, of course, be bringing along Bakin here, and this will be the part we run with. Moriarty, are you bond 5 yet? No, you're only bond 2. Alright, let's run it. Okay, interesting. Bakin still does not have access to her NP. His NP. Their NP. Whatever. Alright, 13 enemies. Let's do... a little bit of this. A little bit of that. And a little bit of Hokusai in the end. The assassin lived. How dare it? The assassin has been dealt with. Why is there only 4 when there's 6 spots here, dang it, game? Now there's more, of course. Izo. Izo Brave. Izo Brave. That's not what I clicked. There we go. Do-do-do. Really? Really, Izo? 4 HP. You're gonna let the enemy live with 4 HP, Izo. Izo. Dun-dun-dun. That's what you get, Izo, for letting the enemy live with 4 HP. That's selfish. Let's do that. Throw an Invince on Oi as well. And otherwise... Of course. Bakin, you need to live, please. I have no means of making you live. Bakin, you need to kill the monster cat, please. Damn it. This is not looking good. The monster cat might do me in. I've only got 2 level 1s. Yes? Moriarty, Brave Chain! I'm resorting... Oh, this is not gonna go well. I'm gonna have to redo this battle. All because Izo could not finish off a single enemy. Left them alive with literally 4 HP, Izo. Why would you do that, huh? Why, Izo? Why? And game, set, match. Buster Blast. Yeah, withdraw. Frozen. I'm annoyed by that. Quite annoyed. Also the fact that Bakin still does not have access to their NP. You have 6 of the 8. That should be more than enough. At least now I know not to burn Oi's NP right off the bat. BAQ. Bah. Overkill. No kill quite like it. There we go. Now we go all out. Do that. More stars. And Arts Blast. Bye, Izo. Can I get Oi NP? No, I don't think this is gonna be a high enough boost. It's close. Boop bop beep. Bye, Vargas. Alright, and Oi, smash. think we got it this time. Boop up. We definitely got it this time. We made it out of the town, but we're still being pursued. The enemy forces are swelling in number. We're not out of danger yet. How are they sending in so many reinforcements so quickly? The longer we drag this out, the worse our chances get. We don't gotta take them all down, we just gotta make a path through them. Lord Lobo and Roku Fusa are fast enough that they can... Quite strong, Lord Bakin. Strength fading, I can't support them any longer. Roku Fusa just split back into the original 6 Dog Warriors. No, don't go so soon. You okay, Bakin? I'm sorry, everyone. Omichi is back. Pops, while now of all time. No, wait, this is... What the hell? Michi, you're back. Damn, here comes the next wave. Get ready. This is gonna be tough. Nah, we'll be fine. We're totally gonna be fine. I don't have access to Bakin anymore. That's annoying. Bargist! You're leveled up. $15 enemies, so possibly same deal as last time. Let's try and take out the archer first. We're being a filthy 3-charger. Do. Good. Can you guys not beat on Oi, please? She's got on my DPS here, I think. That's actually worth doing. Okay. And Oi chain. Okay, another Oi NP is always good for me. Beep bop boop. Bye, Izo. get the evasion up for Oi. I don't like how many monster cats there are, but is what it is, what it is. Yes. Take out the assassin. BAQ. Oh, I completely missed that there's... I screwed that up. I totally screwed that up. I'm a dum-dum. Oi smash. Wasn't there one still alive? Yeah, there's one still alive. What? Was this just to survive so many turns? Because there's still one enemy left. Was this just survive 6 turns or something? Oh, maybe that one was going to... Okay, never mind. I see what's going on here. Omi-chan! No, dog warriors, you have to stay back. Otherwise, they'll take you too. You need to stay with Chaldeans and help them. And we're short one doggo. Just teleported away. Their signal is rapidly moving away. It looks like they're headed toward the island of Sagami. I hope the doggo that I sent on an expedition isn't going to be lost. Sosuke's the only dog warrior we're missing. He's the only one they managed to take along with Omi-chan. Dustcloth, huh? Guess he was trying to be a loyal mutt. Looks like brute force only got us so far. I feel like we should get off this island. It might be under arrow fire soon. Don't know why, just have that feeling. 1 quartz. And we get 2 more dog warriors. Can we send them out? More importantly... Nope. Sosuke is still there. Cool. Sure. Wow, I got incredibly lucky with my picks. Nice. Alright. Day 1. Huh? Day 1. Interesting? Question mark. Why is this one called Day 1? I guess we'll find out here in just a minute, but... Okay. Showing all our archers that have fought thus far. Well done. These warriors lacked for nothing. Not bravery, not ingenuity, and not valor. But as well prepared as they were, they simply a minute too late to turn the tide. And yet I must become a king. A true king. Chaldea, guardians of humanity. They will be an obstacle on my path to victory. Computing. Behavioral logic contradiction. Error. I am nothing but a lone machine. This proud bow of mine exists solely to fire arrows which bring victory. This long arm is meant for making my bow say error. Error. I see error. True must error. I can no. No, I am the king of archery. I shall make a new world for warriors in the sea of time and space and rule it as the Lord of Nansao. So he wants to be the Grand Archer. Got it. That's his ambition. He wants to be reclassified as the Grand Archer. Probably qualifies for it, honestly. And we got the next of the free quests. We will go ahead and do that right quick here.
まだまだ未熟者ですが頑張ります。大掃除といきましょうか。妖精接続今のうちに準備
Boop, Lambda smash.
これでフィニッシュ。あら、あなたたちも一緒。ラストストロークブルーサマーパラビオン。
Yeah, I don't think I gotta worry about anything beyond the ordinary button presses.
これでフィニッシュ。あら、あなたたちも一緒。ラストストロークブルーサマーパラビオン。あるわけないじゃない。上出来。お別れね。最後に恋を教えてあげる。哀れな惨めな水の鳥。私の影でさよならね。館様。ああ、鐘の音が聞こえる。
That was my wrist. Very good pops. These are my fingers popping. Good pops. We might hit the 500. No, we're not gonna hit 500. Chaldea Fifth Bow drawing back the curtain amid the evening stars. That was a mouthful. Phew. Looks like I made the right call getting out of that ridiculously cramped pod before I was supposed to. Guess it was nice of the Egyptian girl to say I'm the perfect goddess to handle the cleanup here. This is one hell of a game to turn around. I can't contact Chaldea or any of the other pods. Even if I could, I barely know how to work the controls. Looks like the only ones here right now are me and Mana. Damn, they really got me good. These are never just ordinary arrows, and they're not massive, colorless splashes of magical energy either. That's a story, noble phantasm. Tommy was just the camouflage for the launch pad where the Holy Grail's magical energy is being focused. That's why the more we keep hitting them, the more these arrows just keep coming back stronger than ever. Not only that, it's a morality play with not a hint of room for negotiation or compromise. Fine, then I'll just have to show you which of us is good and which of us is evil. Solid villain speech. Glad to see you're so good at those. As happy as I am to see you so fired up about this, I think you might be putting just a little too much pressure on yourself here. Huh? You? Nobody told me they were sending reinforcements this late in the game. Emiya! I'm as surprised as you, believe me. Must be one hell of an emergency. Here, Gordolf gave me this jewel to give to you. It's not much, but hopefully it'll boost your magical energy a little. Oh, really? That's pretty considerate of him. Maybe he's finally figured out how grateful he should be for my goddess's charity work. I'd say I'm a good 20% more fired up now. Oh, 20% does sound a lot, especially for Venus. But you can see as well as I can what a massive army we're up against. If you're right about it being all part of a story, they'll keep coming forever. So I'm not sure I see another 20% cutting it. Need a hand getting that up to 30. Fine, if you're offering, Archer, I accept. Remember, we're here to destroy every last trace of these things. Alright, you take the first shot then. Use your flashy noble phantasm to mow down the vanguard and I'll pick off the strays. Fine with me. Fly, Mana. Gates open. Behold my full strength. Annihilate them. Angal taki galse. I don't know. Trace. On. Calabog second. Loaded. Hrunting. Swords are meant to fly. Oh, Amiya. You couldn't have just said your chant. Why not incant unlimited blade works, Amiya? Why? You could have done it. It would have been so nice and thematic. Lots of enemies. Most of them are sabers, though, which is good. That's not so good. That's changes that. Okay. I really wish I could have gotten an Ishtar NP off here, but is what it is what it is. Yeah. I mean, I won't do anything, but that's fine. It's mainly to get the MP boost. Alright, Ishtar. Get blasting. Good, the rest don't have invincibility. So we can do an Amiya NP. Arts. Yeah. And Amiya Chain. Well done, Amiya. Well done. Poor Ishtar. She doesn't even get the most kills in this one. Amiya gets the most. 93 crit stars. Oh, and Amiya is gonna just take it again. Sorry, Ishtar. You're being shown up here. Aw, Amiya. Why? I mean, it's still an Amiya. Why is Amiya getting all the cards? Oh. You missed one, and it's headed straight for us at lightning speed. Uh-oh, this isn't good. You fool! This is what you have to show after all the bravado when you pushed me aside. I really should kill him someday. It'll have to wait, I guess. Way to go, Ishtarin. I knew she wouldn't let us down. This might be a dumb question, but it's just one arrow, isn't it? What's the big deal? It's not just an arrow, it's an arrow that came out on top of a struggle for survival of the fittest. It's got magical energy, durability, and luck to spare. You're all servants, so you should understand what that means. It may just be a single arrow, but that single arrow is devastatingly lethal, packed to the brim with all kinds of curses. At this point, even a servant trying to block this shot with their own body wouldn't be able to stop it. They just wind up getting infected and turn into another arrow. If it makes its way to Chaldea, its concepts will erode everything until it sinks us. We only have one method left. It's the strongest possible way to counter a story. Face it head on and shoot it down. And this time we absolutely can't afford to miss. There's no more time for discussion, Da Vinci. Archers, we must launch the last spirit origin pod in the next 30 seconds, and we can only one of you inside. Who's it gonna be? Who's it gonna be? None of them, I'm guessing. Could you let me handle this?
William Tell.
We need to shoot down this incoming arrow, and we absolutely cannot miss, right? If that's the only choice we have, then I'll do it. He's right. There's no better archer for the job than Uncle Tell. Think all of us can agree on that, yeah? Surprised that Gil can agree. Alright, it's settled. I'm here. Getting into firing position now.
This is well and truly our last line of defense. We're all counting on you, Tell.
Don't worry. One chance is all I need. Might be none of my business, but as a father, I can't just sit back and ignore your regrets. The least I can do is shoot you down and send you on, cleansed. Here it comes. If I absolutely must hit a target, then that's what I'll do. It's just who I am. Apfel. Schrieben. I have no idea if I pronounced that properly. We don't even see the conclusion of the shot. Fifth arrow, quietly thinking of you. Okay, I think this will be the last thing, since the next set does include the 500,000 requirement, and I do want to make it so that the stream on Monday isn't just like doing that and oh, we're done, you know, sometime earlier.
I see, so Bakin's been abducted, which is why you suddenly need some means of transport to pursue her captors. Okay, I understand that both she and the dog warriors are essential for finding what you're looking for in a Nami. It'd be typically nightmarishly difficult to send supplies or equivalent via reshift, and outright impossible to send a means of transport that way, but not this time. The singularity you're in now is a small fictional archipelago. It's based on one of Bakin's stories, and there's an embodiment of another story that he wrote there too. That's right, the very dog warriors you're traveling with right now. The Eight Dog Chronicles and Shinsetsu Miharuzuki, these two stories are almost like twins in a way. They're very similar and naturally drawn to each other.
The B is a sharp S. Thank you, Sylphonic. If it comes up again, I will definitely pronounce it properly. I hope.
On top of that, the dog warriors are capable of teleporting things. So we can pretty much be certain the dogs caused your ray-shifting issues earlier. Oh, but then again, Sosuke isn't there right now, is he? Have any of the other dogs demonstrated the ability to independently send things across time-space?
Excuse me.
The way that the spirit beats turn into shooting stars and scatter across the sky is in the Eight Dog Chronicles is a perfect example.
Is that how Michi and Dustcloth got into Chaldea in the first place?
This all has to be connected to the Holy Grail signals we saw in these minute singularities earlier. It's fascinating, but we can dig deeper into that later. The main takeaway right now is that we should be able to use the dog's power for large-scale teleportation spells. If all goes well, it should be like jumping to a spot in a book from its table of contents.
That is actually pretty cool. Just jump to the spot via table of contents.
I'm afraid it's not all good news, though. As you know, we've been setting out a bunch of spirit origin pods to fend off Tametomo's attack. It's been taking a lot of magical energy and electricity to fire and maintain pods, especially since we put everything together so hastily. In fact, we just sent Ishtar and Emmy out to the Sea of Spacetime not too long ago. Of course, we're making sure to preserve enough energy for your return trip, but
you don't have enough to send things back and forth, eh?
Exactly. We're already cutting it close as it is. That's one reason we didn't suggest this when you left.
Teleportation is the last resort, not just a thing to do whenever we like. If we're going to do it, we need to make it count. That shouldn't be a problem. The dog warriors clearly have the ability to sense one another's whereabouts. So long as we follow them, we can be sure of arriving at an island where one of their compatriots can be found. Lord Lobo. Alright, I hate to force the issue, but we don't have any time to spare. If you're okay with this, Soul, then I'm willing to give it a shot. We're actually responding to things and not just going along with it. It's groundbreaking. Teleportation complete. Your new coordinates are Sagami Island. It worked. Doggos. Vacant stairs. A hilltop castle, and it looks to be crawling with enemies. Shame they couldn't just warp us right into the keep. There should be another dog warrior near your location. The remaining beads are Jin and Chi. And of course, Sosuke, who holds Gi. He should still be accompanying Omichi. Please be careful. This castle has no shortage of lookouts. Alright, a diversion would definitely help us out. I agree, Master. Lobo and I can do it. We can work together to draw lookouts' attention and keep their eyes off of you. Are you two alright with that, Sane? Lobo, between the three of us, we should be most qualified for a job like this. Be counting on you to keep him occupied, then, everybody. Then while you guys are making a ruckus, Lord Izu and me will sneak inside with Master. Thanks for doing this. It'll make our jobs a lot easier. Plus, this way, you can keep an eye on the other dog warriors Omi-chan entrusted with us. I never said anything about that, but, well, someone needs to watch them, yes, but... Exactly. She was desperate for them to stay behind. There must have been a reason for it. Yeah. So, we really want to be careful not to let them fall into enemy hands now. There's one thing I really want to know, though. Why did Old Man Bakin go back to being Omi-chan all of a sudden? You can almost see their personality swap. It's almost like they de-ascended. The easiest way to find that out is to get inside and ask them ourselves. Alright, you guys. Go raise some hell for us. We will. Good luck with your mission as well. Enemies, enemies all around us. Enemies, enemies everywhere. Enemies, enemies all around us. Enemies, enemies everywhere. I do like how they're getting use of the frog sprite from the Sea Monsters event. Wait, come back, dog warriors! It's too dangerous to follow Lorbo right now. He'll be walking right into a battlefield. Well, you still are servant familiar, so it may not be as dangerous for you, but... Anyway, you should still stay behind me just to be safe. Hey, no! Come back this way! Oh, poor Barghest. Okay, limited one. So only Barghest and Lobo will be our combatants. For the price is right! They fight in that show, right? I think they do. 2 waves. Okay, that's not too bad. Both of them have AoE NPs, so generating NP should probably be a priority. $67. Lobo! Generating NP should be a priority. Margus! Why couldn't you two have generated NP? Or at least eliminated the enemies? Gotta get rid of that evasion. Lobo? Kill. Good Lobo. Bad Lobo. Why'd you die? Eliminate this one because it's close to death. Maybe I should have used the damage cut earlier and Lobo would be alive. So that's my own fault, I will freely admit. Lobo's death might be on me. I'm big enough to admit that. Why couldn't the Bard's card have crit? I don't know if Vargas is going to be able to survive whatever's next. Tarnished God. Buster Blast. Gotta do it. Not gonna be much in the way of NP gain. It was enough, but I kind of wish I could have gotten the KO as well. But we have NP. That's what matters. Vargas smash. Lancer and the God should be dead. And we should have enough. Ooh, we eliminate the other. Good. Whew. That was a little bit close for comfort. I'm not gonna lie. But we did it. We did it. We did it. We did it. Da 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 da. I'm not gonna do that anymore. No, that's probably gonna get me copyright if I kept going along with that. Childhood memories. Can never get rid of them sometimes. Such as jingles from Dora the Explorer. Second arrow of the 5th arrow. Totally makes sense. Hey. Hup. Thank you for clearing the way for Senpai, Izo. Looks like you made it inside without issue. Yep, so far so good, but let us know if you see anything. Will do, Senpai. We've analyzed the layout of the castle, so I should be able to give you at least an idea of where you need to go. They're sure kicking up one hell of a ruckus out there. Guess Lady Vargas and Lord Lobo ain't playing around. Now's our chance. Why don't you get on my back, Master? Hang on. Drop something. Hey, Hokusai, can I ask you something? Why, who's this Sohaku guy the old man mentioned? Oh, him? Well, Sohaku was Bakin's only son, and the child he was counting on to carry on his work. That's how Umi-chan came in his daughter-in-law. She married Sohaku. She married into the family. Of course she did. What'd you think the term daughter-in-law means anyway? Okay, now I see. Knowing that insufferable old man, I bet he worked his son to the bone in the name of nurturing his talents. Pretty much, yeah. He did his damnedest to make Sohaku into a great doctor. Poor kid was sickly pretty much from birth, though. About 7, maybe 8 years after he married Omi-chan, he wound up bedridden. He passed away not too long after. After that, Omi-chan ran into Kyokute household since she was Shohaku's widow. I thought for sure she was just gonna pack up and head back to her family's house. But instead she stayed at the Kyokute house by herself and helped out her father-in-law. Eventually, old man Bakin went blind on account of straining his eyes with all the writing he did. And from then on, Omi-chan pretty much became his eyes. He only managed to finish the 8 Dog Chronicles by dictating the rest to Omi-chan. That must have been pretty difficult. Yeah, that is definitely something that was more expected back then. You got that right. I could never hold a candle to her. Not as a woman, not as a daughter. So she did the cooking and the cleaning, took care of her sick husband, and even helped her old man-in-law with his work, huh? Sounds like a shit life to me. Must have not had a single thing to enjoy at all. You hear that, Toto-sama? Oh crap! I didn't see these things hiding in the shadows. Don't worry, I'll take care of them before they can call for backup. You got it, Izo. You can do it. But that is a very sad story for her. We're just gonna go double Oi power. Even though my version of Oi is the better version of Oi because, you know, the way the kimono is. Yeah, that must have been a very stressful life, but, I mean, clearly she must have enjoyed it to some degree. And she seems portrayed as happy. How she actually felt back in the day, you know, it's hard to say. It's kind of hard to say. That was not a good diversion, Vile Oni. BAA. Man, I really do think I need to see like a massage therapist or a chiropractor because there is something up with my neck. I can just turn it, barely turn it one way and I get a pop constantly. It's somewhat soothing, but I can't imagine it's a good thing that I'm able to do such a thing. Buster Brave Chain on the monster cat. I think we have NP there. Yep. Bop. Beep. Ah, excuse me. Damn. Wasn't enough power. Don't be going absorbing my energy. That's rude. Alright, we should be able to take out the monster cat, no issues. Going in Arts Chain is probably for the best. Maybe take out the caster. Yes. Okay, just the archer now. This should be easy said and done. We'll NP to be safe. Okay, not bad at all. final arrow. Kill the cat thing. It's an evil cat. Hey, ain't that the monster who... Yeah, it's the same kind of creature who abducted old man Bakin. I mean Michi. What do you think, Lady Mash? Now that you've had a chance to get a peek at one of these beasties with your fancy gadgets, think you can find their nest or whatever? Yes, I can. It took a little longer than I'd hoped to find the enemies, but the analysis is already underway. I should be able to lead you to the dog warriors and steer you clear of unnecessary encounters. Best Kohai ever! Oh, thank you, Senpai, but I can't take all the credit. Da Vinci's just smirking in the back. I don't have time to get into depth right now, but Da Vinci has been an invaluable help. Mash, you're still best Kohai ever. Okay, they should be in here. I'm guessing because cats were a vector for spread, perhaps? Sad. Poor cats. Those poor cats. I'm a cat lover, honestly. Well and truly, I'm a cat lover, having essentially held my two pet cats when their lives ended, and I don't like thinking about that too much right now, so I'm going to move on. What the? Is she asleep? And after all the trouble we took to save her. Glad she's okay. So they were just monsters then. No, they've got the dogs on a leash. There's Dustcloth and a new one. Must be the dog warrior from Sagami. That's the chibi, which means it must be Keno. Hang on, Lord Izo. You two, Master. Now that we know they're okay, I think we should leave old man Bakin here. What are you saying, Hokusai? Didn't we come here to save Bakin? That is, Omichi. Of course I want to save him, and I want to reunite the dog warriors as much as anyone. But our first order of business here is to punch Tametomo right in the face and break that Gonin Bari longbow of his. Am I wrong, Lord Izo? Why would they do that then? That's cruel. Those poor cats. I'm just gonna do whatever Master tells me to. There's a slim chance Tametomo's hiding in this castle somewhere. I want to find out for sure. I really doubt a warrior as tough as Shinzei Hachiro is gonna run and hide from us. What about Omichi? She still hasn't woken up. If she doesn't wake up, that's okay with me. There's still something I want to clear up. I'm still not convinced Bakin and Michi aren't being manipulated by the Tametomo guy. Ooh, clever, clever. You really think so? Yeah, I do. I'm not saying everything Michi is doing works to Tametomo's advantage. But there's something about this arrangement that still doesn't sit right with me. It's too perfect. The only islands left now are Kazusa and Shimosa. Tametomo's got to be on one of them. And we already know there's no dog warrior in Kazusa, right? Then the odds are good we'll find him on Shimosa. We don't really need to bother searching this island for him. Gotcha. Looks like we're on the same page here. Master, I said we leave Omi-chan here. We can find somewhere safer and the dog warriors to lay low. Oi. But we have no means of transportation. We need the dog warriors' help. We'll never be able to reach the island where Minamoto no Tametomo is without them. And I can't really imagine they'd be willing to listen to us if we just left their master behind. Aw, damn it. You're right. Forgot about that. No need to worry there. Our master will figure something out. Yep, wait, what? Izo, your confidence is reassuring. Old man Bakin knows everything there is to know about Tametomo, right? Same goes for you too, right, Hokusai? So you can cover for him, can't you? Uh-oh. Enemies incoming. Well, guess we wouldn't use up all the diversion, boss. We'll just have to finish this conversation later. Again, we'll bring along Okasai. Yeah. Good gracious. Another double wave. definitely take out the archer first. Get rid of those 3 charges. We don't need them. We don't want them. Stop focusing down my oi, damn it. Izo, now's your time to shine. Prove yourself and slay this enemy. Crit strength boost. Get some stars. Good enough. I hope. 21. Yeah, Izo. Well done, man. Well done. Give him a clap. And... bah. And guarantee an Oi NP. Good, good, good. Okay. Target focus with an evasion. 3 outright, so we can't even use our NP right off the bat. Damn it. Annoying. Bye-bye, evasion. Yeah, this will be fine to use. Bop beep boop. Really hope we can take this assassin down within the next turn or 2. Because otherwise they're gonna NP our ass. Whatever their NP ends up being. A lot of health left over. And they've almost eliminated my Oi. Oh, but the Izo strat. Izo in with the clutch save. And we'll do Izo, Izo, Oi. Good. Ah, oh, Izo! Where was the clutch play? You were supposed to eliminate that one. Well, we got it in the end, but still, it could have gone so much better. Okay. That wasn't that bad at all. Ruler Moriarty is bound for. Ah! Go, Bargus, go! Burn them all to ashes. Master, thank goodness you're back. I'm glad to see Michi safe and sound too. Did something happen? No, never mind. That can wait. We need to get out of here now before the next wave. Where's Lobo? There's Lobo. They're both okay. What a relief. Well, that's only one dog warrior left now. I see, so Tametomo is most likely in Shimosa. It's about time. I've grown tired of waiting. Although, yeah, I don't know why, but Omi-chan just ain't waking up. Looks like she's in pain. She looks as if she's trying to endure something dreadfully painful. Probably holding her hand in that position for as long as she is. Like, holding your hand back at a straight 90-degree angle, essentially, that can't be good on your wrists, man. Why not ask the dog warriors for help? I'm sure they'll understand if we talk to them. Okay, Sana's talking to Lobo, and Lobo's talking to Sosuke, who's speaking for all the dog warriors. This must be what it was like to be on the deck of a black ship. Anyway, Master, you sure about this? Bring old man Bakin with us, I mean. You heard what Hokusai said. Senpai. Can't just leave him behind. Why is Tametomo attacking Chaldea? That is a question. And why is Omichi involved? That is also a question. We need answers to these many questions. I see. You really are soft, aren't you, Master? But I can also see you're prepared to see this through. Hokusai filled me in. With everything that is happening, we could use all the help we can get. Well, I suppose 7 dogs may be a little too much help. Especially when we can't include them on the combat roster. Looks like we have a deal and they're ready to teleport us. The last spirit beat is in. Assuming that the enemy is using its power to rule these 8 views from Nansao, as they have been elsewhere, then we're sure to find the last dog warrior, Shinbei, wherever Tametomo is. So that's the goal. Find the last dog warrior. And stop Chaldea from being shot down. Hey, Sion. Isn't it about time we told Master's group why we had Bakin, that is, Omichi and Sosuke, go along with them? Oh, what do you mean by that? Well, from the looks of it, I'm guessing you suspected that Sosuke and Omichi served to guide the enemy's first strike to Chaldea. Betrayal! Though, is it really betrayal if they weren't really part of us yet? I don't think so, I guess. And if that's right, sending them along with Master could keep a variable we can't account for away from Chaldea. Am I wrong? Clever, clever. Oh, you could certainly look at it that way. The timing of Bakin's appearance here was highly suspect, to say the least. But no, I actually presumed the opposite. What do you mean by that? Kichi Hoken, Minamoto no Tametomo's noble phantasm, is a recreation of the time he sunk an entire ship with only a single arrow, right? Indeed, at least that's my best guess. I can't imagine anything else he accomplished could have surpassed that feat. This means the first arrow he fired at Chaldea should have been sufficient to sink us. Thus, that he did not succeed means he lost, correct? Maybe, but he set up camp in a very unusual place, even for a singularity. With all that magical energy at his command, he could fire his noble phantasm almost endlessly. He could be doing so even as we speak. It's certainly possible that he may attempt to overwhelm us with brute force, yes. Excuse me. I am, however, reasonably certain that the first arrow he fired was not the only one. Excuse me. Good gracious, I have burps out the wazoo right now. I don't know why. I suspect we have actually fired several arrows as ranging shots. And the one that finally found us was the first one that hit us earlier. Oh, good point. Not even an archer as great as Tametomo can take out an enemy he can't see. Makes sense, makes sense. You're right, as powerful as that arrow was, if we assume that was one of many meant to locate the enemy and not his noble phantasm, many pieces fall into place. Do they? I'm not seeing the pieces then, because I'm a little stumped. Or maybe there was something interfering with Tametomo's usual eagle eye, which is usually sharp enough for him to pierce the ornament on an enemy's helmet. pierce an ornament on an enemy's helmet. That's insane. Oh. I had not considered that, but it's definitely possible. Regardless, we can presume it took Tametomo some time to find us. Fair assumption. Is fair. During a search, Omichi, Mrs. Tokimura, and Sosuke made their way here via different means of transportation. Ushiwakamaru may have been the first to notice the incoming strike, but we also detected a magical energy signal similar to a holy grail coming from Sosuke. Given all this, I can envision a scenario in which Sosuke realized that the first arrow was headed for us and deliberately threw off its trajectory, even if only marginally. Good doggo. So you think that's why that first attack didn't sink us? You think Omichi and Sosuke knew what Tametomo was up to and came here to help us out, that help keep us safe. I do, though I still don't know what Miss Tokimura and Sosuke's intentions truly are. I do know that they were severely drained when we first met them, and not even they knew what happened to them. And as therefore it seems likely that they had good reason for undertaking such an arduous journey. So that's why we had them go with Master and encourage them to round up the other 7 dog warriors. I didn't know you were a gambling woman. So instead of prioritizing Caldea's safety, you decided to bet on protecting Master and his companions from Tametomo's aggression, huh? Apologies, but I have no comment. The situation is getting more dire by the moment. We still cannot relax with Tametomo out there, alive and well, nor do we know what Kyokutai Bakin's true intentions are as of yet. And I'm afraid there's only so much I can determine from here. I believe that, under the circumstances, the best thing we can do now is trust Soul to make the correct call, as it is he who will be in the middle of all this. And you don't want to bias him unnecessarily, huh? I understand where you're coming from here, but I still think it might be best to inform him of what's going on. Excuse me, could I ask you two to hurry back to the command room? With only Da Vinci and Ushiwakamaru running the show, well, I'm worried the Renaissance genius and military genius are going to roll off on each other in decidedly unwelcome manners. So please, come back before the stress gives me an aneurysm. Coming! Nah, Da Vinci won't let her genius be corrupted by Ushiwakamaru's obsession with taking people's heads. I'm sure it's all fine, Gordy. You're just over-exaggerating, dude. Just relax and go with the flow, dude. But that's the last story segment we're going to be doing today, because, again, the 7th arrow requires 500,000 points, and I do not have 500,000. Yeah, take that dog out to there. Okay. So, we have enough AP to run this the one time, so we'll do that right quick here, and then we will be calling the stream afterwards. This party, as we always do. I think this might be our new farming node, so I don't know what currency it gives the best of off the top of my brain noodle space. Boop. Bop. Yeah, this is gonna be nice and simple. Looks like it's the 5-star currency with some of the 3. Short fuse chiropractor. I mean, any chiropractor. I could use a chiropractor again, I would say. I've said it before and I'll say it again. Need that good neck pop so I don't keep clicking my neck, essentially. Alright, so what is our point total going to be after this? It's going to be 451,000. Just short of the 500,000 required. So I do think that I will be calling this stream here again. As I said, Monday coming around, we will finish up this event. It's been quite the fun one, I will freely admit. I've quite enjoyed my time in this event. But yeah, so I've been Soulrack Dragon. I hope you've enjoyed today's stream. If you have, leave me some feedback in whichever way you so see fit. If you want to check out more by me, be sure to check out my channel here on Twitch or YouTube. Same name, same games. There's plenty of content for you all to enjoy. But once again, thank you all so much for coming out. I do hope you enjoyed. Have a fantastic evening, everybody.